Hey, this is Ross Payton with Roleplaying Public Radio. We're playing Delta Green, Operation Forest Stowage. Here's a RPPR Patreon game. We have three players today, Ben, Nick, and Steve. Why don't you go ahead and we'll just go from my left to right. Ben, go ahead and introduce your character.
Yeah, my character is Kenton Cantor. He's a special operator. He's in his 50s, so he's probably mainly at probably in like a kind of command capacity or some kind of like maybe not the first guy to be kicking the doors down anymore. But
he's getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, I am getting too old for this shit.
All right, I like it. Next up, we have Nick.
I'm playing Diego Brandon, a scientist. He's also in his 50s, so he's not going to be leading the charge. He's more of assessing the situation and helping the people who do the shooting figure out what's going on.
All right, fair enough. And finally, we have Steve.
I'm playing Jace Bomberger. I am a federal agent with the FBI, and I'm 29 and in perfect health. So I guess I knew who the cannon fodder is.
Yeah.
I have a 17
what
constitution.
federal agency are you with?
FBI.
FBI? Okay. Very good. So all of you are part of a special cross-task interagency task force called, well, you recognize it. It sometimes uses a green triangle as a symbol, and names are not used, but it's used for very sensitive problems of a unusual nature. So far, you have had some background exposure to unusual things, but nothing truly life-shattering yet. But you have been on various a few minor missions so far, but you have been activated by your handler to meet in South Carolina for at an office park to discuss a problem. So when the three of you get there, first off, someone tell me who your handler is. What name do you know them, and what do they look like? Yeah.
We know him as Connolly.
Connolly, okay.
Usually in a suit, sometimes disheveled, based on the seriousness of the case.
Okay.
Seems a little tired.
All right, suit tired. Yeah. Older, younger?
He's
middle-aged.
Middle-aged, yeah.
Middle-aged, okay. All right, so Connolly is there.
I feel like he looks older than he actually is.
Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Were we to ask his age?
Yeah, you don't know many details, and you're pretty sure Connolly isn't his real name, but what can you do? So Connolly is meets you in an office park that they've rented out through a shell company. You've all, for your various bonds in your life, you've all developed cover stories to go on, for various excuses why you have to go out of the, you have to be incommunicado for a few days. So Connolly, brings you into a conference room. There are counter surveillance devices already on the table. Looks like he's already swept the place for bugs. So he finally sits down and, first tells you all to turn off your cell phones, and then place them in a box, which you all do. And then he says, this will be your first active mission. You'll have total discretion in what you are allowed to do. But there is a problem that has been deemed to be urgent and sensitive, time sensitive. We need to act on this soon. There is a biotech company called Ouroboros Evolved. The CEO and founder is a man named Trevor Rutherford. He recently they have a lab space in Florida near Sarasota that the police were recently called out to. There was some sort of altercation there between Rutherford and some of his employees. There certain words were mentioned. The keywords keyword Shoggoth was used multiple times by Rutherford. This was put in the police report. We're not sure the context, but this keyword is triggered several red flags in our system. This happened approximately 5 days ago. Since then, we have set up a fake company to pose as venture capitalists who are interested in investing in Ouroboros Evolved. We have arranged a meeting tomorrow with Rutherford, and we need people to pose as venture capitalists to interview him to find out what he knows and what his company is about. He responded quicker than we thought. We were not able to, and you three were available immediately and within the region. So you'll have to go meet at his office tomorrow in Florida to pose as the venture capitalists and get an in with him. We have we will provide you with financial documents and a cover story that should keep him interested in you, in providing you with information about his company. It seems he's interested in developing funding. So we need to know why he knows this word Shoggoth. We need to know what the cause of the altercation was, if possible, and anything else you can find out about him. There is a background task force that is researching these materials, or researching his company and his background. I will, if they find anything relevant, I will forward it to you through burner phones, which I will provide. You will keep your personal cell phones here, and I'll provide you with new phones. That is your primary mission right now, is of course gathering information. But of course, if you decide that he needs to be sanctioned, or immediate action needs to be taken to protect the safety and to prevent information from getting out, of course you have discretion to act. You're in the field. Your judgment is the prime. Your judgment on the scene is will not be questioned except under extreme circumstances. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Are we being read in on keyword Shoggoth?
No.
Okay.
That's on a need to know basis. Yeah. We right now do not bring it up. That may alert him. That was mentioned in the police report, but it was not made public. So he would be very suspicious if you were to question him on that word. Right now, you just need to get your foot in the door and find out if he has other facilities other than this office or this lab in Sarasota. He has an office and a lab. They are in separate buildings. The office is just used for business meetings, like the one you're going to. So see if you can get access to the lab. Tour for a tour. Find out if he has any other facilities. Find out what his product ostensibly is supposed to be. Find out if he has any associates. It seems he's had a falling out with his employees. So find out, if there's what the legal exposure for that is. And then once after the meeting, report back to me. And I will give you any information I get from the other task group. and we will proceed from there. But your main goal is to gain his trust. The financial documents should be very tempting to him. It should indicate that you have a lot of money to potentially invest in his company, which he seems to need. So, I would use that as leverage to gain as much information as you can from him, but obviously do not tip him off that you know what your real interest is. Yeah.
Could you repeat his name?
Trevor Rutherford.
Trevor Rutherford. And did we have the name of the employee that he had the falling out with?
We have a name in the police report. I do not know if it's the name of an employee or of a what's standby or what is it? Someone
witness?
Witness.
Okay.
An innocent bystander. That's
bystander.
Yeah. I don't know if it was the person who was there. Is a let's see here, Jennifer Montague. So I'm not sure who she is. She was the one who filed the police report. The report in I don't want you to read the report because that might inform your questions and might alert him. So after your meeting with that, I will get you contact information for Jennifer Montague, and you can talk to her, or if you can get a hold of her. The name of the employee, there was some sort of mention of a legal situation right now where the B team is currently looking for that right now. Ouroboros involved is a complex corporate entity in that there are numerous shell companies and holding companies that are used to hide ownership. So we're trying to figure out which of these entities is actually being sued. So we don't have a lot of information on that end yet. You could ask generalized questions about potential legal threats. Obviously, as investors, that would be a valid question. But I would not press them too closely on that.
What did you say that their main thing is? What do they produce?
We don't know. That's another thing. We know it's a biotech company, but they have not really. They are a private company right now. They have not announced what their product is. They have money from some investors, and they're looking for more money. But whatever they have revealed, we're looking through the filings that they've made with various regulatory agencies. So far, we have not gotten much. Again, we've only had a few days to look into this. The incident happened 5 days ago, but the report was not put into an appropriate database until 3 days ago. In which case, the word Shoggoth was flagged, and we activated our initial investigation arm and sent out feelers for the venture capitalist. We thought it would take him weeks to respond to, but he very quickly responded to our offer. So we had to step up our timeline. So we just don't have much information yet.
Are we going in hot? Not hot, but are we going in prepared to go hot, or are we expected to improvise?
You'll improvise. I would not go into a venture capital meeting with a handgun, even if it is concealed. If he detects that any of you are armed, it is almost certainly that he will realize you're not investors who are just eagerly looking to invest some money. So,
okay.
So, do we have any information on what the actual incident was?
The police report indicates Rutherford barricaded himself in the lab for hours. There was yelling, some sort of brief brawl over keys, and lab equipment was thrown through a window. And no one was seriously hurt. And eventually he removed the barricades to let people in.
Okay. I mean, I don't expect much. I don't expect much from having a meeting between investors, but if things are to go hot, do we have some kind of support to come
No.
in?
Nope. No.
Okay, we're on our own.
You are on your own. You
I
are using assumed identities. These identities will not stand up to legal scrutiny. If you are, if something happens, you will have to reveal your real identities or be held until we can get a hold of you. So if something happens, my advice is to not get caught.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
So you said that Jennifer Montague is just a witness to she's not an employee. She's just
We don't
someone
know
who's-
what her relationship is. She's mentioned, we only have the police report, which
Okay.
is a written summary of what happened by the police officer who took the thing. Police officer did not know who these people were exactly, obviously. So it only mentions her as a witness. She may be a bystander. She may be an employee who had a more intimate or a closer relationship to Rutherford. And we know other people were there, but the officer did not get their names because they left before he could get that information, apparently.
Okay. Was this incident commented on in a local newspaper or podcast or in newscast or whatever?
There was a mention of it on a blog that follows the biotech scene in Florida.
Okay.
Apparently, there is a growing industry of unregulated biohacking of people who are interested in conducting research that is not approved by the FDA by experimenting on themselves.
Right.
And someone mentioned it on one of these blogs. So that is the only press coverage we have found so far.
Okay. So if we bring it up or ask questions about it as investors, he's not going to assume that we're not who we say we are.
That shows a level of interest in the biohacking scene that may be hard to follow up on if he asks you questions, unless you are already following that scene.
Okay.
So I would not bring it up unless you want to pose as an insider to that kind of activity, unless you've previously done. You're not going to have time to prep for that kind of cover because there's a lot of personalities. There's varying beliefs. It's a very complex
Sure. Yeah, I understand.
subculture. So I'm not sure if that is yeah.
But a investors doing due diligence searching for the name might have come across that to see that there was an incident, right?
That's true. I guess that depends on your facility with verbal persuasion. It might raise a suspicion. So,
all right.
If you think you can pull it off, then yeah.
Will we be meeting them on site at Ouroboros involved, or will
As I
they
mentioned,
be
he has a separate office and a lab. You will be meeting him at his office, which is a separate building. It is near his lab, within driving distance. But
do we know anything about the security around either of those buildings? Will our vehicles be checked? Anything?
No. It's a shared office space. The office is in a basically, essentially, anyone can rent an office there. They have a shared secretary, receptionist, and shared conference room. So it's very much anyone who comes in for a fly-by-night operation or whatever can set up for that. So it's very, very low security.
So having a stash in our vehicle might...
Yeah, of course. Yeah. If you want to have firearms in there, that I'm sure that would, unless, law enforcement came, it would not be an issue.
All right.
I guess, so do we have any background on Rutherford?
Very minimal. He does have a PhD in biology. And worked at a large pharmaceutical corporation for 5 years. And has been in the last 8 years on his own, working on various biotech startups.
Okay. Does he have a like website or CV? Because usually, like, he'll post his resume or what he did with his PhD or whatever.
Yes, it's out of date. It hasn't been
Oh, okay.
updated for at least 3 years.
Okay. What did he research when he was his PhD research?
Do you have biology as a skill?
The
I do.
character does
Nice.
not.
All right.
Which is why I'm asking. But
Yeah. So he lists various extremely, multiple polysyllabic words.
Could
oh man.
Yeah.
could I look into his previous his PhD or maybe what previously
You
he
wanna
worked on?
specify one of your sciences as biology?
Yes, I can do that. I'll use one of the I'll do the 61 as biology.
All right. Nope.
Nope.
You're not familiar with it. You rolled a 66, in fact, which is a crit
Okay.
failure. But at this point, I mean, I can't really think of a funny way to.
Histone acetylation, I don't know, DNA
Yeah.
methylation, all kinds of
Sounds like a bunch
stuff.
of bullshit to you. Yeah.
Okay.
This is
Great.
pop science.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Pop science. Yeah. So that's sort of what you're getting. The impression you're getting from him. Yeah. Any other questions?
If you work for a pharmaceutical company, is that company listed in any scandals or anything at the
Sure.
time when he was
I mean,
working there?
it's a multi-billion-dollar company.
Sure.
So there are, of course, scandals of polluting in third world countries, of stock manipulations, sexual harassment scandals among its executives.
Okay.
Do you have a bureaucracy as a skill?
I have it at 30. If someone has a better,
I have it at
roll.
60.
All right.
That beats me.
All right, 25. You don't find, from a brief cursory look, you don't see any scandals that a lowly researcher in the R&D department would be involved in.
Okay.
No falsified data or anything.
Or
like that.
nothing so horrific that it would be mentioned in a newspaper that I could
Mainstream
access.
news source. I mean, it would take you a day or more to sort of look through specialized sources to kind of figure that out for certain, because obviously it's a big topic. The biggest thing is, the big pharma, the biggest scandal right now that pharma company is doing is that they've cut back on R&D and are just relying on raising up medicine prices in order to make a profit. But that's what every big pharma company is doing these days. So hardly unique.
All right.
And might help explain why a young researcher would leave the company to pursue more dangerous frontier.
Okay. I guess if he's also is Rutherford part of the biohacking community or
Yes.
not?
Yes.
He is.
No.
Okay. Does he have a blog where he rants about transhumanism or?
Nope. Actually, his web presence is non-existent except for that website he hasn't updated in 3 years. He's very private.
All right. That's interesting. Or not necessarily. Didn't tell me much, but I don't have anything that comes to mind for more questions.
All right. Any other questions from the other two players?
No, you guys pretty much asked all of them that I can think of.
Are you the person we call if we need a Hellfire missile?
Yes, please route all requests. If you get into trouble, if you find anything, please contact me as soon as you can. Here's my number, 555 1234. So contact at the instant you find anything. We're very concerned. Certainly the barricading was a minor incident publicly, but that indicates an instability that might cause rash action, and the keyword knowledge may indicate that he has access to legitimately dangerous materials or weapons. So, as I said, we've activated a B team to research this on the back end, and I will forward you the results as necessary. Here are 3 burner phones with the there's your home agency, you are Ginsec Venture Capital. That is your primary number. We've already set up a fake number with a receptionist. The receptionist can also, if you send a message to the receptionist to upper management, that will be forwarded to me. So you have 2 ways of contacting me. You can also, your own numbers are programmed in there. I'm using respelled versions of your real names as your cover names because we don't have time to establish new ones. And we're assuming Rutherford does not have the resources to do detailed background checks. He is going to be desperately looking for money. So, but they're simply spelled differently enough that they should not be pulled up on simple Google searches. But they are, close enough that you could always say, "Oh, it's an innocent misunderstanding. I'm actually this person." So, yeah, it's not ideal. So, my advice to you is to not have someone look into you too closely. Don't be too suspicious.
Understood. What positions are we posing as in GenSec? You mentioned an upper management. So are we like analysts, or are we
Yes.
the actual investors?
You're low-level analysts sent to assess the viability. Your job, your ostensible job is to assess Ouroboros Evolved for viability of product concept in order to determine whether it's worthy of investment. So he knows you're not the big fish, but if he wants to get money from the big fish, he's going to have to impress you.
Got it.
So
I have one more question, and what is our? I know that we shouldn't expect to go hot, but what are the weapon resources? Like, can I get a pistol or a carbine or any kind of rifle? Since as my skill set is not necessarily talking to people. I'm not going to
out
take
of character.
it.
I assume you all have a drop handgun.
Okay.
And i.e. a gun that is not legally connected to you. And the special operator, I would definitely allow a civilian available gun that he bought at a gun show that you can also, or bought through a straw buyer. There's also not legally connected to you, so you could have one. Each of you can have a handgun, and the special operator can have one long gun, whether that's a civilian rifle or a shotgun. That's up to you, but one or the other.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'll probably say it's a light carbine.
Okay. So yeah.
It'll just be in my car.
Yeah. But that's it. They're not those are things you already had. Like those are things you would already have as agents. They don't have time to give you anything. They don't think it's worth. They're not going to give you the location of a green box with a bunch of guns because that's not what the mission is requiring.
Sure.
So you can carry your own weapons that you've acquired yourself and are not registered in your name. So
okay. So all right then. Yeah, I don't have anything else like that.
Yeah, and your handguns, by the way, are all like cheap Saturday night special kind of handguns. They're yeah. Again, straw buyers, gun shows, whatever loopholes you could use to get a gun that wouldn't be tied to you if you have to shoot someone with it. So yay.
One I stole from a criminal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's pretty easy. So all right. Any other questions?
Nope.
All right. All of you black out. When you awake, you are somewhere else. You are all lying on gurneys in a darkened room with red emergency lighting. You're wearing medical gowns, and you don't know how much time has passed between your briefing, and right now, I'm just going to go ahead and make sand checks for all of you.
God damn it.
You fucker.
Oh, God damn it.
It's fine. All right, so we'll do. I have Jace's up first, the federal agent, and you make that with a 40 out of 60. So you don't you're kind of stunned right now. So, but you don't lose any. You're just kind of in fight or flight mode, or sort of like, let's suppress everything and think about how to solve this problem. Let's see here. Then we have Diego. Let's see how he does. They 76. He's not doing so well. Because this is not good. He loses 2 sanity though.
Great.
Good roll on that. And then let's see here. We have Cantor. All right, 55, and he gets a 96. So he's failed too.
Yay.
He's not having a good time about that. And he loses 3. So, as you look around, sort of very confused, you're all sort of covered in sweat. You feel kind of clammy. On one end of the room you're in, you're basically there's 6 gurneys, 3 on a side. 2 of you are on one side, 1 of you is on the other. At all of your one end of the room, there's a big window which you can tell is an observation window, so people from the other room can observe you. At the other end of the room, there's obviously sort of bench set up and then various surgical instruments and tools. There's also computer monitors. You're in some sort of lab or surgical room. There's red emergency lighting, and there seems to be some cases on the ground with something in them. You're not really sure. So we'll just go. I'll just ask each of you real quick. What is your immediate reaction? So, Cantor or Kenton, what are you going to be doing first?
I'm going to go into my.
Oh yeah, there's also behind you on the surgical side of the room. There are doors to your left and right, double swing doors on either side.
Okay. So first to set off, we're just in hospital counts, nothing else.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first, I think I'm going to look for some kind of weapon. That
Okay.
we need. If there's surgical tools.
Well, so you stagger up and you start heading towards the table, and you look down at the cases, and they're gun cases. There are multiple assault rifles there, and there's another one with handguns, and there are sort of weapon holsters and tactical vests. It's a lot of gear. So that's what you're looking at. I assume you're grabbing some shit just immediately. Right?
I won't use those because I'm not just going to use weapons that are perfectly set up for me. That seems like kind of a trap.
All right.
I will not take them immediately.
Okay. So
I will wait till see what.
All right. So next up, so you stagger up and do that. Diego, what are you going to be doing?
I'm freaking out. I'm gonna check myself, see if anything's happened to me because I'm in a nightgown. I don't know
what's your alertness?
40.
40. Okay. Yeah, I mean, nothing seems abnormal right now.
Okay, maybe they haven't started the surgeries or whatever they're doing on us.
Or maybe you failed the skill check. You don't know. So, oh yeah, that was definitely helplessness. For waking up like this. Yeah. Thank you for asking.
Okay.
And then finally, Jace.
I would like to search the room for any indication of what the hell is going on.
Okay. What's your search skill?
70.
70. All right. You make that with a 69. First off, you see as you look around at the rows of computer equipment and surgical equipment at the far end of the room, you can see there are security cameras that have been set up, or there's a monitor showing security cameras, and you can see somewhere, you're not sure exactly where, there's a group of guys in tactical black body armor and helmets with assault rifles stacking up at a door. in standard SWAT team formation. So, yeah, and there's a phone nearby, and there is a password protected computer screen.
So this door that they're stacking up at, does it look like it could be our door?
It's definitely well. I mean, it's a no. It's a normal security door, not a not double doors. So it's not the door that not either exit of the room. It might be leading into the observation room, which you can see because there's that big glass screen which I mentioned at the opposite end. But you can't really see into the observation room because it's dark.
What are the other two's cover names?
You're gonna be using your character names. So as I mentioned, Kenton and Diego.
Okay, so Kenton, Diego, come look at this.
All right.
Okay.
You two see that, yeah?
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Either of you know anything about computers?
I've got computer science of 40.
Well,
That's about
maybe
it.
You can get into this thing. I point at the password protected computer.
Sure, I'll try.
Okay. So that's Diego who's doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. And all right. It will take you some time to do that. So you're starting. What are the other two of you going to do?
I'm going to say that I don't immediately trust a weapons depot just conveniently left for us. So I would like to do some kind of alertness to check to make sure that it doesn't have, some tripwire to a grenade or
Okay.
Yeah, I'd
doesn't
like
have
to
a claymore behind something like that. Because
what's your alertness?
80.
All right. Yeah, it seems fine.
Oh, great. Okay, well, I mean, that's good for me. So,
Yeah.
in that case, I'll take a pistol out and start loading up. Is there like a case of ammo, or do they have all
There's
that?
ammo. There's in magazines. There's,
Okay.
yeah.
So you said that there are rifles. Do they have like underbarrel grenade launchers? Or?
Nope.
Nope.
No underbarrel grenade launchers. These are it looks like legally civilian weapons, not military grade, but
all right, yeah, I'll just start loading up.
Okay. In the distance, all of you can hear a door being slammed open. It's not immediately, but it's closer. Looking at the security camera, it corresponds with the SWAT guy kicking battering, not kicking, battering down the security door. Or actually, no, he opens it up and just throws it open. It slams against the wall. And you hear in the distance, police. So, let's see here, Diego. You're still hacking. You're making progress, but it's gonna take time.
Okay. Someone should see if that phone has a dial tone and call the receptionist. I'm sure GenSec is worried about us.
All right. Let's see here, Kitten. You've grabbed a holster with a pistol, and you have an assault rifle with that's loaded. You can put on a tactical harness, I guess, if you want to carry more ammo, because it's not like you have fucking pockets.
Yeah. There's no cover vest. Do they have any grenades, or is this all stuff that civilians could buy?
Yep, it's all stuff civilians can buy.
Okay.
Ken, if those really are the police, you may not want to look like one of the people that are here after.
Okay, I mean, I won't be the first person. I probably won't be the first person that they'll see. I'll try to get to somewhere where I can get some cover.
Are you going to leave the room?
Is there not any in the room? Is there any like kind of cover?
There's I mean, you can use the gurneys as cover if you want to stay where you are.
Okay. But if I mean, there's a giant window I could smash too.
Yeah, that seems to be the direction that the SWAT team is coming from.
Oh, okay. Maybe not go that way.
Maybe stay out of view of the window so you don't.
There are two exits out of the room. There are two there's a door on your left and your right side of the room.
Okay.
Basically, if you think of the observation glass as the south, the surgical area is the north, and then there's a door on the east and the west side. They're both double doors. That's right.
Do they have any kind of window in either of those doors?
Yeah.
That I could take a
Both
look
of
out
them open up. It looks like they both look looking up into slightly darkened hallways. Again, there's emergency lighting on.
Okay. Can I do alertness to see if I hear anything scuttling around or?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the SWAT team's getting closer.
Okay. So nothing louder than them. All right. I mean, I'd say at least move into another room.
Well, hold on. While you've been doing that, and Diego's been hacking. Jace, what are you doing?
I'll have checked the phone.
Okay, yeah, it definitely works. It's but let's see here. Odd or even?
Odd.
Okay. Odd. Oh yeah. You figure out to press 9 to get an outside line. It still works.
I will dial Ginsec Venture Capital.
All right. Hello, this is Ginsec Venture Capital.
I'm going to do the best to sound like someone who was an analyst sent into this situation who suddenly woke up, freaked the fuck out. So you need to get a message to upper management right now that something crazy is going on here. We woke up dressed in what's the surgical or hospital gowns, and who knows what the fuck they've been doing to us. But pass it on. We don't know what's going on, but it looks like there's cops coming and storming down the building.
I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong number. The woman, what's your human roll?
80.
80. Yeah, she's fucking not really. She's kind
This
of
is not
freaking
Ginsec?
out. Yeah, well, no, it's definitely Ginsec, but she did not expect something like that.
Yeah. Okay. All I want to do is get my message on. So
Yeah, you definitely got the message on. All right, so now you're all caught up to speed. Diego, you're still hacking. It's going to take you some time. You didn't get a critical success, so it's not going to happen instantly. So what do you guys do? Kenton, you've looked through both doors, the east and west. They both open up into hallways that lead further north, away from the sound of the cops. What are you gonna do?
Fuck. I'm gonna take me back into. I think we should move out. I think we need to get away from the SWAT team. I know it's not a super great ideal, but there's nothing ideal about the situation. So I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts?
maybe I should try to talk to him.
Dude, I think
They're the cops, man.
it's a fucking SWAT team. Have you never heard anything about no-knock raids when they like just shoot random civilians that show up? Like, it's not a.
That's a good point. I've been on those.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's go.
Like they're
All
just
right.
gonna shoot us.
I'm gonna grab a pistol.
Okay.
You said there's no Kevlar.
There's no Kevlar. There are tactical harnesses though, so you can carry more ammo.
No, I don't want to be in a tactical harness when the cops show up.
What? All right.
I'm gonna grab a bunch of ammo though, and well, I don't have pockets, so I'm just gonna be
Exactly.
holding them in my other hand. I'll have like 3 extra mags in my.
All right.
Oh, Ross. So, is there any combat knife or melee weapon?
There are scalpels.
I'll take a scalpel and put it in the. Is there a sheath in the? I don't know, vest or the harness?
The harness. So you are putting on the harness.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. There's a you can sheathe your scalpel in the harness. And put a bunch of magazines in if you want.
Okay. Awesome.
Do you guys want me to finish the hacking, or are we getting the hell out of here?
Can we try to see? Shit. I kind of want to see yank the hard drive out of the computer.
You sure can.
Yeah.
Yank it.
Take
All
it.
right.
Run.
All right. You yank it.
In that case, can I also get a handgun and a scalpel?
Sure.
How are you carrying all this?
Okay.
What's your
That's my
firearms?
preference. It's 20. So maybe I should just grab a bunch of ammo and carry the ammo and the server. Or not the server, the hard drive.
Okay. All right, so you got the hard drive, and then you're just carrying a bunch of ammo in your open hands because you're putting on a harness, or are you?
I'm not putting on a harness.
There's
All
no
right,
other
yeah.
types of clothes around here, right?
Nope,
Or are clothes? Okay.
nope. All right, east or west? Or are you going to split up?
Which direction is the SWAT team coming from? South?
Yes. Almost there. They're real close. They're probably
Okay, west.
All right.
Yeah, west.
All right, you go west. It leads further. It turns west, then goes north, further away from them. So I assume you're all three of you are just running down the hallway barefoot.
Yep,
Yes.
north.
You can see you're in some sort of lab or high tech environment. You're passing side rooms that have lots of machinery in them, computers. All the doors are closed. I'll give you all three alertness checks. Diego, what's your alertness?
40.
40. Okay. Jace.
50.
Okay. And Kenton.
80.
All right. Kenton gets it. It comes to a dead end as you run north, but you realize there's a bit of light sort of seeping over. So the lights are dark here, like they're just emergency lighting, but you realize there's sort of a drop ceiling. And you realize this wall must be on the other side of this wall must be another office space. This must be some sort of shared office building or complex. So you could possibly, if you could climb up in the drop ceiling area, you could punch a hole through the wall and get into the other side. Or you could go further. There are doors on your east or west side that lead further into the lab that you're in. So you can try and go over the wall and go into another building or part of the other complex, or you can go east or west inside the lab. Those seem to be your options.
I like over.
Yeah, I can like over too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best safety, I guess,
All
from the SWAT.
Unless it's not, because there might be something else there.
Maybe. So the three of you, let's see. Kenton, what's your athletics?
Oh, my athletics is 50. Or no, 60.
Okay. And Diego, same question.
30.
Okay. And
30.
30. Okay. Well, you're not. Let's see here, Jace. Who's going up first, actually?
Probably me, since I have actual combat experience in leading charges, even though I'm kind of older and don't do it anymore.
All right,
Still
so
good training.
the other two help you up because that's faster. You have the rifle slung around your back. Or I assume you have the rifle, right? Or did you just take the handgun?
No, I took both.
Okay, you took both. Your pistol's holstered, and you climb up, and you do see that there is sort of the wall's very thin here. It's just drywall essentially, so you can punch through pretty quickly. But as you're doing it in such a hurry, you cut yourself on some of the wiring, or there's just metal panel or metal little frames. It's kind of a mess up here, and so you cut yourself. You inflict 1 point of damage.
Damn it.
And then you fall into sort of another and you fall down onto a coffee table as you're in a nice office environment. You take another point of damage from that. As you're kind of you're looking around, you see a stack. You're on top of a coffee table that's now broken, and you're just surrounded by real estate brochures. So who's next?
I will help Diego up.
Okay. All right, Diego.
Too old for this shit.
Yep. Diego, you cut yourself on the metal as well as you're going through. Again, hospital gowns don't protect very well. And
Wait, I tell him to wait there and help me up from above.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so we'll give one more check. Oh, you actually make that. So with the 13, good job. So Jace, you're the last one up, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't take any damage, but Diego still did. So the three of you are in a real estate office.
I replaced the drop ceiling.
Okay. Good
More with-
good catch. So you bought yourself a little time. Outside, you can see a window. There are windows. The lighting is normal here. Doesn't look like anybody's here. So
Can I search for somebody's like pair of replacement clothing in case they spill coffee on themselves, that kind of thing?
all right, I assume the three of you are searching for stuff.
Yes.
Yeah,
All
I got a
right.
70.
All right.
Um,
And all three of you do quite well in search. You do find there's a realtor suit. And then there are three sets of gym clothing. Shorts and t-shirts. And sneakers.
I'll put on the suit.
Yep.
take the gym clothing.
I'll take gym clothing.
Is there maybe a gym bag?
There is a gym bag.
Let's throw the guns in there.
You also find a cell phone and a laptop. And there are keys. And it says they're on a wall and it says work van. Someone wrote in Sharpie on tape above the little key holder.
Gentlemen, we should get the fuck out of here and figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed.
All right, so you look outside and you can see, the SWAT team's partially surrounded the building. Looks like it's on the other side, but they have there is a work van parked outside that McMurray realtors on it. Obviously, they use that to fix their various real estate holdings. The question is how you get to the van without attracting suspicion. So if anybody has infiltration or what is it? Infiltration or
Stealth.
Stealth. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I got a 50. I have a 50%.
All right.
Can he mother duck us, or do we need to find a way for each of us to get there?
Well, if one person gets there, then they can
pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up.
Cool.
And then you just have to drive casual. So is that going to be your plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. That
Sounds good.
Okay. All right, you get a 14, so you actually make that.
Yeah.
Right. All right, so you're in the van and you're trying to drive casually away.
I'm gonna hop into the passenger seat, and maybe Diego can sit down in the back, just in case I need to talk to anybody. Tell him I'm a realtor. Oh, I grabbed a couple. Can I grab a couple business cards before we leave?
Good catch. All right, sure. You grab a couple business cards.
What's the name on them?
Lisa McMurray.
Okay, I can deal with that.
Okay. So what is your next move?
I mean, I'd say, so we've driven out of the office, right?
You get about a block away.
Okay.
You realize no one's following you, so you have half a tank of gas and no money and a bunch of guns. So yeah, you're doing great.
Let's pull into a strip mall or something and start looking at this hard drive with the laptop we found.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You do that. So you're all just sitting in the work van. As Diego hacks it. He did make a skill roll, so he just needed more time to do it. So
While he's finishing that up, I'm going to call Connolly with the number he gave us.
Okay.
On the phone that we found.
Yep. You get a voicemail.
Mr. Connolly, I'm just letting you know that we are at the midpoint of our assessment of the Ouroboros, and we will let you know how things shape up. But right now we're going to go out for lunch, and then we'll head back in.
Okay.
And I give him the name of like a fast food place like across the street.
Okay. So of course he would have your number too because you called him on that. So
Sure.
and then you look down at the phone and you can see the time. And you
How
remember
long
the
is it?
time that you were doing your briefing, which is the last memory you had. And you realize you've been out for approximately 37 hours.
Holy fuck!
Okay.
So
Shit! Oh god!
so wait,
damn.
who made the call?
I did. Jace.
And what's your current sanity?
60.
60. All right. Well, the night 87 is definitely above that.
Okay.
So that's 3 more sanity.
Okay.
I could
yes.
probably see the time and date on the laptop as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good point. What's your sanity?
It's 63.
All right. Oh, you make that. You're like, well, that stands to reason.
Fuck. 37 hours. Fuck.
So you're telling, yeah, you're mentioning that. So, Kitten,
God damn it!
what's your current sanity?
53.
All right.
I was more mumbling it to myself, but that's fair.
No, I mean it is daytime, so
Yeah.
you know, 2
Oh,
sanity.
what time of day is it?
Let's see here. So it was early evening. When I said 37 hours, so you know more than a day has passed, and it was night, and now it's afternoon. So
Okay.
yeah, it's like late afternoon,
I would
and it's on a Sunday.
Kenton, sit still and pull your shirt off. I'm gonna search Kenton for any like scars or anything.
That's a good idea.
All right.
I will do that.
Okay. So Ken, you're looking at yourself for scars?
Yeah,
No, I'm
sure.
looking at. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Why not have 2 people doing it? At the same
What's your
time?
sanity now?
51.
All right. Well, as a special forces operator, you would have had many scars.
Sure.
Or at least some. So they're there, but they're not right. Like they all like give me an idea. Give me one of your example scars. What is a scar that you've had on your body?
Well, I was not the first. One time, when we were raiding a house in Iraq in probably just in early 2003. One of the guys, I was in another room, and one of the guys accidentally opened a door that was booby trapped. The grenade went off; it killed him. But I got a bit of shrapnel in my right leg. Once it went off, but
Okay. So it's like a scar on your right leg.
yeah.
Okay.
Just barely missed the artery.
Okay.
So-
So a deep scar. It would have been a pretty deep scar.
Yeah.
It's approximately there, but it's wrong. It looks very superficial. Well, superficially it looks the same, but it's much lighter and
Like it's healed.
well,
So-
it's something's different about it. Like heals or it's there. It's different. It's lesser. It's weaker. That healing might be an answer for it. You're not sure. I mean, obviously this has never happened to you before, so you have no idea what it explains.
Okay.
This is unnatural, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I
Are
look
you
at my I got cut when we were going over the wall.
Mhm.
Does my blood looks normal?
Yeah.
It seemed like it is clotted super fast.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that.
Well, you made your sand check on that, so you're like,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe it was different than I
Yeah.
thought.
Do you mind? I kind of poke the scar to see if there's anything seems like there's underneath it or anything unusual about it.
Does your character have medicine?
No.
Okay. Mhm.
Feels like a leg.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Meat and bone, you know. So yeah. Any other questions on are the other characters going to examine their own bodies?
Well, I already tried it in the lab, so I don't think I could do it again.
Oh yeah, you failed your alertness check, but now you're in better lighting and you have more time, so you can.
If you want to ask me, I'll search you for you. But
Yeah. Does your character have any scars that would be noticeable?
Probably not. He's a
Okay.
scientist, doesn't do too much.
There could always have been
It
like
depends
a
on what
car
you're doing.
accident or
Or if you're, I mean, it depends on what you're doing.
yeah,
Most
or
of the
maybe spilled some acid. I don't know. It's your character. You can
Sure, I had a burn on my hand from
There we
a
go.
lab experiment.
Yeah. The burn is again, it's superficial. It looks like, yeah, it's just it's approximately the same, but it's not how you remember it, and it certainly doesn't feel like that. Scar tissue feels differently. You can, you almost feel the old injury at certain times, but this, no, not at all.
Okay.
So there's a wrongness to it, or a difference. So that will cost you 1 sanity, an unnatural,
Okay.
because that ain't right. Let's see. So that was Diego. Jace, do you have any scars?
I'm not checking.
All right, that's fair.
I'll check other people if they want, but I'm not checking myself.
All right. Yep, that's a choice. So, Diego, you get the hard drive working, and you can access a bunch of files. So there's a bunch of research notes. There's also some financial documents. It seems the
Are there any files labeled like Shagath?
you do a search for that. Okay.
Sure.
There is an encrypted file labeled Shagath, but you cannot access it because it's encrypted.
Okay.
You need a password. But there are unencrypted files. If you have accounting, you could certainly make quick work of any of the financial documents.
Okay.
You can search them more slowly with bureaucracy. If you have any science skill, you can look at the research notes.
Okay. I have all of that at 50. So
Okay.
if possible, first I'd like to look if there's any files with our names on it.
Not that you can see.
Okay. And then I'll do the financial side with counting of 50.
Yeah.
Do I know if it's like possible for me to like look through maybe Rutherford's personal correspondence and try to come up with the password using Humint or something like that?
You don't have access to his correspondence.
Try looking at try. Don't look for names. Look for like date created. Like if it was created within the past.
Yeah, look at the
32
newest
hours,
stuff.
Or
Yeah.
the best day.
This computer did have basically synced up with his work folder, so it has a lot of his documents that he was working on, but it does not have his email. In terms of accounting, though, you find out that he has you find a shell company that he's put a lot of money into, and that money he used to buy a house in a nearby area. And you have the address for that, so that seems relevant. Looks like it was a large house, pretty expensive. You don't have internet access right now, so you don't know anything else about it, but you do have the address. So you could Google Maps that on your stolen phone. So that's what you find out pretty quickly. That takes you about half an hour. Because you remember that was in your briefing. Find other places he might have access to. So so that's what you can do with that information.
Okay.
You two are the other two are just sitting there watching you research.
Okay.
Sorry.
If we have the phone, can we look up? Were there any news stories, any buildings that suddenly burst into flames, or people shot, or active shooter situation, or something that would,
or like a SWAT
team raiding a
knocking down
building?
raid.
I mean, they may not report it depending on.
Nope. Nothing
but-
big and noticeable.
Okay.
You do. Let's see here.
Did we escape from the building we escaped from? Was it the lab or was it his offices?
That looks like his lab.
Okay.
Not the new house you just found out about in the isolated.
No, but you said he had a lab, and then he had like the offices we were meeting him at were like in an office park, like a couple miles away.
Yeah.
So
his
we were
lab
at the lab.
was you got the lab.
Okay.
Which is a similar sort of commercial setup where they have one building but multiple companies rent it out. So you get a call back on your phone.
I answer it.
It's Connolly. It's like, what the fuck? What's going on?
We don't know. We woke up. Everything since the briefing on our venture capital interest in this company is frankly just blank. We woke up in hospital gowns on gurneys, and the SWAT was busting down the door. So
You don't remember the meeting?
we don't remember anything after our meeting.
You reported back after the meeting.
And what did we say?
You said he sounded interested. That he you got some information, you were going to pursue it. You gave me another report, said you found out about some isolated house that one of his shell companies had access to, that you were going to go check it out, and that's what you're going to be doing. That was what my latest report was on.
What was the address of the house?
He gives it to you. It's the address that
We just found.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, we have no memories after our initial meeting with each other.
Okay.
I assume we were drugged in some way, and we will follow up and go back to
if you're
the
using
house.
this phone, here I will transfer. He tells you, I will wire you some cash to this account. Use this password to access it. You'll be able to buy things with that if you use your phone to buy them. So if you need some money. But yeah, I would minimize contact with the outside. We did get someone did call the SWAT team. I'm checking it on his Ouroboros Evolves lab, and that is as a hostage situation, an armed hostage taker is what it was reported. So yeah.
Can you update us with the results of that SWAT raid? Once you know.
I will do what I can. I do not have the greatest access of the Sarasota Police Department, but I will do what I can.
Okay.
So,
was there any information that the B team, the research team, reported to us during that blackout?
that's not relevant right now. I would recommend if you feel like you're just stand by. I will get you a new status to report in a little bit. He hangs up.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like he knows. So yeah, do you just want to hang out here, or do you want to keep going?
I'm going to withdraw the cash. I want to go withdraw the cash from that account before they cut it off.
Okay.
Yeah, good idea.
All right. So, let's see. I'll give you another accounting check. You figure out a way to transfer it from the app in a way that you can get it as cash money, without drawing too much attention to yourself. So even though you don't have a credit card or anything to do it, you can walk into a store and basically cash out on a Sunday night and get a couple $100 from it after buying basically a Coke, So that gives you some walking around money. It gives you, I'll say, like $200.
I look at Kenton and I say, if you were going on a black op and you could only shop at a sporting goods store, what would be on your wish list?
If we're going to black out, probably some kind of no idea. We don't. I mean, this is a bit unprecedented. I've never blacked out and been cut off from my command before. Purpose, I don't know. I'd
We need
probably
to
say.
figure out what the fuck he did to us.
I mean, we need to do that as well. We need to figure out what. We also need to figure out if
The
our
group-
bosses think we're
Or whatever it is, they're
compromised.
gonna kill us, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's a good possibility of that.
I could look into the research notes that I have here on the hard drive.
Yeah.
If you guys want to collect supplies in the meantime.
Good idea.
All right. It's going to take you more time to get through the notes. They're very incomplete and out of character. You didn't roll well, so I assume a 91 isn't your skill is not above a 90.
Nope.
So, yep. So you're not getting much out of that. He's using a lot of terms. It seems like he made up. Like it's this more than this damn pop science guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, it makes sense with that first crit fail.
Yep. So yeah, you're not figuring out what he's doing. I mean, the one thing you do get, I will give you for free, is that it looks like he was doing other research at this isolated house. Like he was really paranoid about exposure or someone else sort of stumbling on what he was really doing. So he would do the most sensitive research at his what he called Site Epsilon, which was apparently this this house that he was working in, and only he knew about it.
Great. Kenton, do you have any demolitions experience?
I have a little bit. Not the best, but probably certainly better than yours. Maybe certainly better than yours.
Yeah.
I have a 40%. So what are you thinking about?
Thinking we pick
Make
up some
a bomb?
propane tanks and just in case we need to burn a place down.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I'm going to get. I know one thing that I will buy is I'm going to buy a proper knife at the good store, so I don't need to use a scalpel
Okay.
that I found in an abandoned lab.
All right. So you
Okay.
buy. So you go into Grizzlies, or actually, it's probably only going to be a Walmart open on
That's
Sunday
fine.
night. Yeah. Good old Walmart. And this is Florida. You're buying weapons and propane while in gym shorts. It's fine.
Not at the same Walmart. There's probably another one somewhere else.
Yeah,
Within-
certainly. There's always another Walmart. But you buy a knife, a hunting knife, and some propane. That's going to use up most of the cash that you have available. I mean, you don't have. Well, you can try and use the app again, but if you want to be traced, that's a good way of using. Being traced.
Also, I pull the battery out of the phone if
Okay.
that's possible.
Yeah, it's a cheap phone.
All right. That I think. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. I'll probably maybe buy some more ammo. But I don't know if I want to spend all the rest of the cash. We probably don't have a lot more.
You don't have food or water or a place.
Oh, that's
to stay the
true.
night.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Probably.
Got a van to sleep in.
Who said we're staying anywhere? Or do we feel tired? Do we feel like tore up?
No. I mean, you feel a little weird, but maybe that's just the stress.
All right. Well, we'll worry about that when we get tired or hungry. I'll buy a bunch of protein bars.
All right. There you go. All right. So you've used about most. You see, but you are buying the propane and the hunting knife, right?
Yeah.
All right, and some protein bars, and some bottled water, I assume,
and some ski masks.
Ski masks. Okay, sure. They have that in a Florida Walmart. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Fine. Dark colored nylons.
Dark colored nylons.
Black
there
nylons.
We go. That's a little.
I'm just popping out for the wife. I'll buy some tampons just to make it look real.
All right. Sure.
They're good for nose boots.
What's next?
I guess we head to the house.
All right, go to the house.
Yeah, I guess.
You could try to. Well, the other options are obviously you have that witness. You could try and find Jennifer Montague.
Yeah.
Or you could try and find Trevor himself. You don't know where he is. You could try and contacting him. Directly. Those are options that all come to your mind.
Okay.
But the house does seem to be. All signs do seem to point to the house.
Okay. I guess if we can do some kind of cursory research on Jennifer Montague. I'd prefer to do that, especially since she isn't someone, or at least I don't know. We don't know what her relationship is, other than the fact that she's a witness to Rutherford's outburst.
Mhm.
So,
All right, so we pull into a gas station. I pop the battery back into the phone and toss it to Diego and tell him to look up Jennifer Montague's Facebook.
Okay. What's your computer?
40.
All right, you actually make that with a 21. So, you find out, yeah, she is into the biohacking scene. She does not appear to be an employee of Ouroboros Evolve, but that maybe she was a contractor. But you get an email address and a Twitter handle.
does she have a blog with transhumanism rants?
Yes, yes, she does.
Okay.
Transhumanism is great.
Yep.
What time is it right now?
By now it's about 6 p.m. It's starting to get dark.
All right, I'd like to DM her
Yeah.
and say something along the lines of need to talk, some information about your boss you might want to hear.
Okay. She responds pretty quickly. Who is this?
Someone who he's hurt in the past. And I'll give her a fake name.
What's the fake name?
Can we have like looked up somebody else in the biohacking community that like is not well known?
Yeah, you have the idea. You don't have to make a roll for that. All right.
Sure.
All right. Where do you want to? Okay. All right. Tell me what's going on.
I give her the name of a coffee shop that's somewhere
Okay.
in town.
All right. So, all right, fine. I'll be there.
All right. So we have two options. We can either go in and meet her, or we can look for her to step up to the coffee shop and then throw her in the van.
I think we should. I think we should. I think we should not go in immediately. I think we should surveil her first, and then have her change locations to make sure that no one else is tailing her.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah, I think we should be nice to her as well, not just directly throw her in the van.
Not do it immediately, at least.
Yeah.
Okay. So she shows up to the coffee shop. What do you do?
Wait for I don't know,
5
15,
minutes.
Yeah, no, maybe closer to 10 or 15, and then then make a phone call, or then send her a message to say change it to another coffee store.
No, I'll DM her and say that I got tied up at work. Can you meet me at this market that's like a couple blocks down instead?
Okay. And then when she leaves, I want to make an alertness check to see if someone's following her.
What's your alertness?
80.
Can I do a search for similar? Or search is trying to find something now. So I'll do alertness.
Let's see here. Yes, there is a vehicle with tinted windows that seems to be following her.
Okay, that's what is it? Is it a sedan? Is it a SUV or
Sedan?
Okay, well I put that out. We should not meet with her. I don't think.
We don't know for sure if they're following her because she asked them to, or if they're just always following her, given that she's talked to the police in the past.
That's true.
Do you want to maybe take care of the sedan while I talk to her?
Okay. Yeah, I could do that.
Can I try to hotwire a car? I have criminology of 50.
That's going to take some time. At least an hour.
What I could do is
find a car you could break into.
try to cause a minor traffic accidents with them in it.
with your one vehicle. Your
Yeah.
work
Yeah, that's why I was trying to holler or something.
Yeah. Shit.
Do you want to tell her she's being followed?
I mean, you could sneak up behind their car and just like slash their
Stab them,
tires.
slash a tire. Yeah, I guess I could do that.
You have low stealth though, huh?
I mean, I have a 50%, so
Okay.
it's not terrible. And I have athletics at about the same amount at 60, so
and you do have a big ass hunting knife.
I do have a big ass hunting knife. Yeah, so I guess I will. Try to do that. That's not a bad idea.
Okay. Stealth at
I'll
50.
take some kind of. I need to actually relay. Yeah, we need to set up a relay point for you guys to pick me up later. But
Well, how about if I'll pull up the van behind where the car's sitting with you in it, and you sneak out the back of the van and under the van, and then just stab their tires and crawl back under the van and get back in the back.
okay. I mean, I feel like we probably should just in case I fail, we
Yeah.
should not associate me with the van.
Okay.
So what I think, since I'm wearing workout clothes, be jogging for a bit, go over to tie my shoe. That's right next to like one of the back wheels of the car, and then stab the tire with it.
All right. So we'll just
and
set
then
up a
try to run
rendezvous
off.
point for after the fact.
Yes.
Okay. So you're still trying to sneak up on the vehicle?
Yeah.
The sedan. Okay. All right. All right. You realize and again, so what was your approach?
Since I'm wearing workout clothes, I'm going to try to be jogging.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I jog right up next to the sedan, I bend over to tie my shoes and then punch a hole in the one of the tire that I'm right next to with the.
All right,
knife.
you're using a vehicle in the other lane to as partial cover, essentially, to try and block your approach. But then they turn the street, they turn the corner, leaving you exposed, and you realize if you right now you're sort of facing away from it, jogging, so that the sedan can't really get a look at your face. But you realize if you're there's nothing between you and the sedan, so you can keep jogging and stay sort of undercover, or you can, if you approach the sedan, they're definitely going to see you.
This is for the mission, so I'll approach the sedan and carry out my plan. And then I really start picking up my pace once they feel the air draining out of their tire.
Okay. The sedan, as you start jogging towards it, it just peels out. It runs a red light, and
so I didn't even get close enough to punch it.
Nope.
Okay, well,
and you've definitely been made.
Okay, well, I'm definitely walking and I'm going. I don't have any way of telling them. They probably saw the sedan leave. So.
Did we?
Actually, you see the sedan peel out and just drive through a red light. Almost gets hit. And then so that happens, and you're kind of watching that happen. And so Kitten, you're just kind of like, oh shit, what the fuck? What do the other two of you do to that immediately peeling out?
So they've completely left the scene.
Well, they're, like I said, they just peeled out and ran the red light. What is your immediate reaction to that?
I'm gonna pull the van out of our parking spot and pull up next to Jennifer.
Okay.
Walking.
All right. You do that. And you hear. Okay. So that all happens simultaneously. Then you hear sort of a squealing of tires as the sedan hits the brakes, and it does a U-turn and stops. And the a man gets out of the sedan driver's seat. He's wearing a nylon stocking on his face.
Stole our idea.
Yeah, and he takes out an assault rifle. So, Kenton, what are you doing?
I'm just a jogger, so I'm going to run, and if I see him, I'm going to run a hell of a lot faster than him
All right.
jogging. So
You make your dodge check as he opens fire at you. Let's see here. Yeah, he before he managed to get his gun out, you managed to get into cover. So he had a penalty to a shooting check, otherwise he would have hit you. So it narrowly misses you. Yeah. Are you running to the van and just jumping in?
no, I'm running to the relay point.
Okay.
And
Van, what are you doing?
I'm gonna yell at Diego. Get her in the van.
All right. Jennifer has not decided what she's going to do because you just pulled up alongside her and said,
There's guns firing.
Yeah,
I
guns
think
are
she would wanna
firing now.
cover.
yeah, Jennifer's freezing. She is not. She chooses free. She is not going to come with you willingly because she is like, what the fuck? Rabbit in the headlights. Diego, what are you going to do?
I guess I'm gonna open the door and go to throw her in, yelling, "It's not
Alright.
safe. Come with us."
All right. She
Active
doesn't. She
shooter,
doesn't
shoot.
respond. What is your unarmed?
40%.
All right. Yeah, you're struggling with her. You're not getting her in there. It definitely looks like a kidnapping.
But
all
there's
right.
also an active shooter, so
There is an active shooter. That was round 1. So round 2. Let's see here. Kitten, your dex is 11. Diego, what's your dex?
Oh, sorry. 14.
14 and
10.
10.
Jason.
All right. So Diego, you're first. You can try and pull her in again, or call
Try it again.
All right. Yeah, you managed to pull her in. So she hasn't struggled yet. So you managed to pull her in, close the door. Then 11, Kenton, and the shooter has a dex of 11 too, by the way.
okay. I'm
so you're
going to
yeah.
staying in cover. I'm trying to get the distance out.
You're in full cover. He can't see you, but he does have eyes on the van as well.
Okay.
Because it's all happening in about the same area.
Did
So
I
he's
say-
gonna shoot at the van.
Okay. Did I have my gun? I probably did not have my gun on me.
Nope,
so-
you're jogging and you're wearing
Nope.
gym shorts. So
And I somehow hit a combat knife
yeah.
on me. But,
Well, combat knife you could
Right.
strap to your leg.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not as or to your back, like
Right. Under the shirt or something.
yeah,
but oh well.
It's
Like
flat.
I can't do anything
Yeah.
really.
You can just get to the relay point. So
Yeah.
he hits the van with a bullet. Poof. Fortunately, he seems to not be aiming. There's no one in the front passenger seat. So, and he doesn't have a clear line of sight on the driver. So, that's good. But there's definitely a hole in the van wall right now. And Jace, what are you gonna do? You gonna peel out now?
Yeah. Can I throw it in reverse and reverse the hell away from him?
Sure. What's your driving?
50.
50. All right. Let's see if you can Fast and Furious this. It turns out you can with a 32 out of 50. So I assume you're gonna just drop by the relay point and then get the fuck out.
Yeah.
All right. Athletics for Kenton to see if he can
60%.
and that is a success. So
Awesome. So
all 3 of you managed to get away. The vehicle does not pursue you as it drives away as well. So what do you, Jennifer, of course, starts freaking out. It's like, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck? Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! Don't kill me!
Kill you? We just saved you. Why does Trevor want you dead?
What? So does anybody have persuasion?
Yes, at 70.
All right, and you get a 74. So she's not panicking. In fact, she's going to lash out at you with her unarmed. with 40.
Jesus.
And she fails with a 90. So she's thrashing about.
Now that she's thrashing, I'll just unarmed combat.
Okay.
Out 60%.
All right, you managed to hold her. I'll give you one more chance to calm her down. And you get a 30, which does succeed. So she calms down. eventually as you're driving away. Where are you going?
We'll take her to a gas station that's out of town.
Okay.
I look over at Kent and I say, Mr. K, why don't you keep an eye and make sure we don't have any tails? You have
sure.
high alertness, right?
Yeah, I do have a very high alertness. Yeah, I think I think using a jogging routine sounds not the worst idea. So I'll just jog around and look like I'm taking a break from jogging.
Okay.
Surveil the area, make sure we're not followed or anything.
All right. So, you're so Ken's on watch to make sure you're not being, surveilled. Let's see here. Well, yeah, but Jennifer's ready to talk. What do you want to ask her?
All right, look, Jennifer, we weren't completely honest with you when we got you out, but we are not the ones who were shooting at you. That was all Trevor, as far as we know. Look, we're investigating Trevor. All right, we're part of a local task force that's been looking into the things that are going on at his lab, and that just don't seem to add up.
Okay.
We need you to tell us basically what you know about him and your dealings with him and why he would want to kill you.
I don't know why you'd want to kill me. But he was always weird. He was he never revealed the source of his funding or where he got his he was he said he was basing his work on I assumed, how because the permafrost is melting, certain things are coming back or being discovered, certain diseases and microbes and whatnot, and he kept mentioning Antarctica and how there are things uncovered in the ice. So I thought he was working on that, some sort of ancient virus or disease or bacteria. It's something about well, he didn't mention that, so that was sort of, I think, that his major purpose was repurposing these ancient microbes for modern medical purposes. He didn't mention he had private funding through this it was a foundation. I think it's called the Starkweather Foundation. And they were providing him with research materials. I think they're involved with Antarctic research as well, or conservation or something like that. But he was very private about it, but very elitist kept saying he was light years ahead of everyone else, that if only if you knew, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, in the biohacking scene, there's that, you have to talk yourself up. I mean, a lot of it's just every DNA cowboy is the next great, genius. You know what I mean? Like everyone has an ego. But recently he's gotten real quiet about it. He was involved in some kind of miscommunication or something with his funders. He was just asking around to see who else would be interested in it, but he wouldn't reveal much about it, except it had, like, it was stem cells, but even better, and could be used for organ transplants and 100 different applications. But he was really vague about it. I don't know. He wanted to say stuff about it, but then he something about his paranoia or something kept him shutting up, and I mean, that was the whole cause of that whole incident. He basically people were demanding to know what he was actually working on, what his application was, and he has all this lab space that he paid for, but other people were supposed to have access to it. It's sort of a communal thing, and he was so paranoid about other people stealing his work or getting access to it. There was one guy Francis Fukuyama. He uh, actually said he found out about it, and I haven't seen him in a week. He started drinking or something. So I mean, Trevor was a real libertarian. He loved guns, but I didn't think he'd hurt anybody. And certainly I can't imagine him being actually to order other people around. He was so arrogant and elitist that other people were lesser. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling at this point. It's just I'm really scared. I don't know what to do.
All right. Why don't you go into specifics? The day that there was the altercation that you filed the police report on, who was that with?
It was with Francis. Francis got in the lab, and then confronted Trevor about what he saw, and Trevor got real angry, shoved Francis out, then locked the doors, and started. When Francis got in later and said Trevor must have spent that time while he's barricaded in there destroying research or covering things up. And I asked him what did he see that would be so bad, and Francis just wouldn't talk about it. And so yeah, that's what that was about. Francis saw something that he wasn't supposed to. Trevor locked everyone out so he could get rid of the evidence. And then, once he did that, he let people in, and, because Trevor has enough money, that he and, the cops didn't care. They just saw us as a bunch of nerds arguing over microscopes or whatever. So, yeah. I was just there. I was the one to call the police because I was just worried about my own work, which was also in there, but Trevor didn't touch it. So,
all right. Do you know where Francis lives?
Yeah, she gives you an address. It's a condo. He's on the 15th floor.
Do you have any other questions, Diego?
I'm gonna pull you aside out of earshot of her.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to have her look at the research notes on the hard drive?
Yeah.
Or no?
It's not a bad idea.
Since she's more she's in the field, she might understand it better than me.
Yeah, but you realize that if she sees too much, she might be I just give you a look.
Of course, that's why I wanted to ask you out of earshot first.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. Maybe this is a friendly type of situation. We don't really have many options. So, yeah. So we'll go back and I'll say, Jennifer, look, we're gonna have to take you into protective custody. They're clearly, Trevor has clearly lost it. He's making brazen attacks on people's lives. Let me ask you, do you have any memory blackouts recently?
What? No.
Okay. Some of the people who we've discussed his activities with say that he's been using some kind of drug, maybe Rohypnol, who knows? And that anyway, we'd like you to take a look at some documents that we pulled and see if you can put anything together on what's going on. Would you be willing to do that?
Sure. Of course. Why are you in the real estate work van?
We are currently undercover. It's the best we could do. We've got local law enforcement budgets. I'm sure you've seen The Wire. We're still using typewriters.
I don't even own a TV.
Well,
so I don't know what that is.
Yes, well, we got to go with what we can do, and real estate people, they're out all the time looking at different houses in different neighborhoods. It's a good cover. And then the gym outfit. You see my partner over there doing the jogging thing. He's looking for potential surveillance on us. It makes a good cover.
By the way, did you guys have the phone battery in?
No, I took it out.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
But I will plug it in like every time right before we're about to move the car to somewhere else. I'll plug it in just to see if we have any messages.
Okay. All right. So she looks at the things. And I can't tell exactly. This is only like half of his work. It looks like it didn't sync up with his folder correctly, or entirely. But he's referencing yeah, there's the S sample. S is Starkweather sample. So he's talking about, I guess, one of these ancient microbes that he got from the Foundation. And he's using it to culture something. Well, he's merging it with human DNA. So he's and the other thing, so it's a series of tests to merge the ancient microbe with some sort of human DNA. That's the major thing I can pick up on. And yeah, that's the only thing I can really pick up on.
Okay. Do we have enough money to buy another burner phone?
Yeah, you could buy a cheap gas station one.
Yeah, I'll run to the gas station and buy a burner phone.
Okay. And you can get one for like $10 now. So they're very cheap. All right, so you get one.
Jennifer, do you know Trevor well enough to know, say, like a password for an encrypted file or anything, or
No.
any guesses?
Nope.
Okay.
So you have more information now. What do you want to do?
I know I want to ask. I can't. Since I'm not there, I can't directly ask this. But what was her job at the lab?
Oh, she was working on her own material, but it
Okay.
was a communal lab space.
Okay, they were just facilitating. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She was trying to get ants to photosynthesize.
Cool.
Oh man, like you even need that. He's already like farming stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so
basically. Yeah.
Diego, can you? I mean, this is Google Maps. I'll pull up Francis's address
Mhm.
and take a look at it.
It's a condo. It's a 20-story tall building. He's on the 15th floor.
I'll signal Kenton to come on back in
Okay.
and ask Kenton or Mr. K. Can you take a look at this and see if there's any approaches that we can make to this where we won't be seen?
Okay. I have 60% military science.
All right. No. I mean,
No.
like you not with the resources you have. Like it's a 20-story building. There's going to be security in the lobby.
Yeah.
And you know, you don't know if the elevators will even work without a key card. Because that's pretty common these days. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have to either call him and have him let you in, or come in from the roof. I mean, it's a hard entry building for someone with no resources, unless you social engineer your way in, i.e., by stealing uniforms of some service personnel.
We could have Jennifer call him and ask to let her in, and we walk in with her.
Yep.
Can we find his phone number? So yeah,
she has it.
Maybe have him meet somewhere outside, because I'm assuming he's under surveillance too. So if somebody sees Jennifer walking into the building, they're going to know what's up.
Sure.
That, or have her say that she's sending someone and I can go in. Probably better just to pull him out of the building if we can.
Okay. All right. So you use the burner phone to have her call him. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. So she calls him, and she talks for a little bit. And he says, when she mentions that there are cops who are looking into it and can help us and that kind of thing, she is like, let's see here. Sorry. She says, well, yeah, Francis really wants to meet you. He's very paranoid. He thinks his life is in danger. So yeah.
All right. So the question is how we get him out of the building and then distract whoever's
Oh,
following
he
him.
says he won't leave the building, but he'll
Oh,
let.
okay. All right. So are there some like real estate, you know, those signs they put up that like a showing nearby, that kind of thing?
Sure.
So do you guys object to me just going in?
I don't.
No objection.
So maybe we'll park like a half mile away so that we won't be seen by their spotters, and we'll tell them to expect. We'll give them a name to like have buzzed up.
You're getting low on gas, by the way. So if you can use the
Oh, can
last
we
of
gas
your
up?
money to gas up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All
what I do.
All right.
Okay.
So now you're broke again.
Okay.
And you're hungry by this point, so I assume you guys eat your stash of protein bars and bottle of water.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe while I'm up there, you guys want to look into getting some more cash out of this app if it's possible. Oh, well, before we leave, I'll plug the battery back in the phone and see if we have any messages.
Yeah, there's a voicemail.
Okay, what's it say?
Report in for debriefing.
Like physically, or like they want us to call?
Physically.
I take the battery back out of the phone.
Yeah. Call back for location.
Actually, before I put the battery back in, I'll throw the phone to Diego and ask him to look into getting some more money out of the thing while I'm up at.
You've been locked out.
Okay,
No more money.
no problem.
Maybe we could do the same tricks with Jennifer's bank account. If with her permission, of course. With her permission, of course.
Well, hold on. As you're checking the app, trying to get more money out of it, it rings.
Answer it.
I'll answer it. Yeah.
Hey, this is Connolly.
Hey, Connolly.
Yeah, there were shots fired in Sarasota. And
Yes, sir. Apparently, we picked up a tail somewhere. We were able to get away and get into a remote location. Doesn't look like we have a tail now. We've set up a watch, but
okay, good.
We pulled the battery out of the phone just to be safe because we don't know the provenance of this phone for sure.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Look, we need you to come in for debriefing to figure some things out. And
Hey, look, we've been going through the files on this guy's computer that we pulled. It looks like they weren't able to do anything with us. They had anesthetized us. They were going to do something to us, but I guess the SWAT team got called in just in time because they're, looks like we're good.
All right, what's your persuade?
70.
All right. Yeah, no, you're very persuasive. Look, I know, but I believe you. But we need to we just need to debrief and sort of like we're not on the same page right now. We all need to get on the same page. I mean, you understand that, right?
Understood, but there is one hiccup.
Yeah.
When we were attacked, we were able to we made a run for it, and on the way, we were able to contact Jennifer because the witness, correct, and we have her with us.
Oh, great! Bring her too.
And well, the problem is we have a very there's a further witness who has very important information. He's been inside of Trevor's lab. And we have a very small window of opportunity to meet up with him.
Who's this witness?
The name is someone named Francis.
Francis Fukuyama. Okay. And where is he at right now?
He's at a bar.
A bar. Okay. What bar?
I give him the name of McCormick and Schmitz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, look, we can get him. We've activated another team. But why don't you come in for a debriefing? It's really important that you.
Can I human him?
Sure. What's your human?
80.
Okay. All right, and his persuade check is. Let's see here. He does seem legitimately worried about you, like concerned. That he, yeah. So I mean, he seems fine. Like, so what are you gonna do?
What's more important, my paranoia or my?
I mean, we should definitely not go meet him in a nice little location where he can just shoot us.
Yeah, where do you want to meet? I'll judge based on that. How about somewhere public?
No. We need to debrief in private.
Okay.
You've just mentioned that you were attacked. Like, we don't want to have another incident like that.
Sure.
So we have a place outside of town that we've secured. It's a warehouse in a rural area, so we'll be able to see anyone coming from a while off. So he gives you an address.
Okay, understood. But we are out of gas. Our van. We're going to need additional funding.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put another $100 on it. But
Thank you.
yeah, you need to come in tonight. And if you don't, we'll assume that you are no longer working with us.
Understood. We'll be there tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
I pull the battery back out of the phone.
okay. What are you gonna do?
Let's get outside the van and talk for a minute,
Okay.
Yeah.
away from Jennifer's ears.
Sure.
So,
How much time is left in the night, by the way? Like, how much time do we have to get to the spot?
I like how your rules learning that. He said the night, so
yeah,
you
that
got
was
this many
my
hours.
thought as well.
All right, it's 7:00. You have until 5 a.m., so you have 10 hours.
Okay.
I say we get Fukuyama, and then we go to the house, and then if we're alive after that, we report in.
I jokingly say yes, and when we go to the house, let's not do what we did last time.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
All right, so you're all right.
So anyway, we'll park like a half mile away, and I'll carry some of those like real estate agent signs, like showing type signs,
Okay.
and I'll just kind of put them along the block leading up to the condo,
Mm-hmm.
and then walk in and give the doorman my
All right,
name.
but
and
as you get close, it takes you about 35 minutes to get there from where you are.
Sure.
By the time you get there, you get within sight of the condo. You can see several police cars parked up front with their lights on.
Okay.
Of course.
So what are you gonna do?
We'll throw Jennifer the phone again and have her call Francis.
Goes to voicemail.
She's fucking dead.
Yeah. Well, I said
I'll
just-
mosey up to the blockade, maybe.
Then you get a call back.
Okay. Put it
Are you
on
gonna answer it?
speaker.
Yeah. Hello. Who is this?
Is it Francis's voice?
She shakes her head. This is Detective Williamson with the Sarasota City Police. Who am I speaking to?
Oh well, hello. This is just McMurray Realty. We're looking for Mr. Fukuyama. He had asked us to potentially show his house for sale, his condo. Excuse me.
Oh, it's Oh, I see. When did you last talk to him?
It was just last week.
Last week, and you're following up on a Sunday night?
Well, yes, we wanted to schedule this showing for tomorrow, if possible.
That will not be possible.
Oh, why is that?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
Oh
but-
my God, is he dead? Did you say you're a detective?
No, he is alive. He is in custody right now. But if you could I get your number so we can discuss this further?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Give
So
him the burner number.
okay. Yeah, if you we would definitely want to hear from you.
Well, I'll come right on down to the station.
Yes, that would be convenient. If you can come down tomorrow morning.
I will.
All right, thank you. Thanks, sir.
All right. Well, he's alive.
assuming assuming I don't know. It could be that we got to him, or the organization got to him first, and this is a friendly or someone in their pockets.
Yeah, and if he's in police custody, I'm sure our Connolly could have him transferred over to secure protection.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Let's go to the house.
yeah.
Okay. So you head to the house. It's going to be about an hour's drive. So it's 7:30 now. So it'll be about 9 o'clock by the time you get there. Or sorry, 8:30. And as you get closer, you can see a plume of smoke and fire engine lights.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Looks like someone set the house on fire. As you drive by, you can see there are actually multiple ambulances carrying out well, it looks like to be they're carrying body bags on gurneys.
Okay. Well,
Fuck. Is this mission just to fucking survive Delta Green, Ross?
maybe.
Fucking monster.
Did you see what I typed in the chat?
No.
Yeah.
About the people who were jumped out of the van and shot at us
Where's that? Let's see here.
in the group chat for this.
I only see Nick's message.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. No, I see it. Yeah. Anyways. So what? That's an interesting theory. So, what are you gonna do? Do you realize? Jennifer also did find. She also does have contact information for Trevor.
Does McMurray Realty want to call up Trevor about his house showing tomorrow?
I guess. Oh shit. Yeah, let's call Trevor.
All right. What you got a voicemail? What is it? What are you gonna say on it?
Hello, this is Hoskins Taxidermy. I'm calling regarding your order of the Antarctic. What is this? The Antarctic Timberwolf. Please return our message.
All right.
And we'll get back.
You get a call back on an unknown number, like in seconds.
Okay.
Hello.
Is this Trevor's voice? I muted and asked if it's Trevor's voice.
She nods.
Jennifer. Trevor,
Yes.
what the fuck is going on?
You're alive. Congratulations. Was not the plan, but I mean, you're very resourceful. Yeah. God, so much to tell you. Look, has your organization contacted you?
Yes.
Have they told you to go somewhere?
Yes.
Okay. You took some of the guns, right?
What does it matter? Just get to the point.
You need to go there and kill everyone there.
And why would we do that?
Well, I assume you want to live and you want to, I don't know, go back to your families and loved ones and stuff.
Human that.
Yeah, can I human him?
All right. 70, right?
80.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
That's what a human feels, right?
yeah. You rolled a 90, so you're like, eh.
All right. Humans, not my game today.
Nope.
What did you do to us, Trevor?
Well, that's a interesting question, isn't it? But I mean, look, what I did to you you're not gonna like to hear this, but I mean, technically good for you. You,
It's not been a good fucking day for us, man.
no.
How could it possibly get?
Look,
any
let's
worse?
just cut to the fucking chase. Where are you? Let's meet up in person and talk about this.
No. Not while you have guns. No.
We don't have guns, Trevor.
You have guns. I mean, I know you pretty well. It's not the first time we've talked. Not even the second time. Okay, let me explain this in ways you understand.
I take him off of speaker.
Okay.
Fuck.
Also, is anyone else with you? Is Francis or Jennifer? Those are probably the only people I think of.
Well, we didn't get Francis, so.
I know he doesn't know that, obviously.
Oh yeah.
I tell Jennifer, why don't you wait here?
What?
In the van. We'll be right back.
Okay.
So the three of us can step out and talk to him.
Okay.
And then I'll take him off speaker. Look, we're on our own here. We're in the dark.
Okay, good. Well, I mean, not good, but like, look, I can help you. Actually, at this point, I want to help you. I want to help you succeed.
Why do you care about Francis and Jennifer?
Well, because they know too much. Kind of loose ends. Kind of need to wrap them up. If only fucking Starkweather Foundation had been such fucking. Anyways, look, I'll tell you, but you have to promise you're not going to freak out.
No, I don't need to know.
Okay.
All I need to know is where we can talk.
No. We're not talking in person because you'll fucking shoot me.
Well, maybe.
No, like 100%. That's the kind of person you are.
Is there anything that we could allow for so you trust us enough to meet in person?
No.
We've already met before.
If you kill those people at that place they told you to meet, yeah, you kill all them, then yes, we can meet in person.
Can I mute the phone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's tell him
so
we killed him. We killed them, and then we tell him to meet us at the meetup location for DJing.
All right.
Or it's just people not agree with that idea, like fake.
I kind of love it. So at least attempt to try to do that.
Okay, I pull him back on the line. I say, all right. I guess. I mean, you're right. We know what's going to happen to us if we go there.
Yeah, you have to kill them first.
Look, Trevor, I just want you to know one thing.
Uh-huh.
You're a fucking asshole, and I hang up.
All right. Okay.
I'm gonna use the other phone to call Connolly.
Yeah, this is Connolly. He answers. First ring.
We were contacted by Trevor.
Yeah? What'd he say?
You want him, right?
Yeah.
We have a way to get him.
Great.
But we have to be alive to do that.
Well, of course.
We're going to send him to you.
Uh-huh.
You need to... Is there any way you can simulate a firefight where you are?
At a different location, not where... We probably wouldn't have him show up.
Yeah, wherever your meetup.
Maybe? Yeah, sure. We can fire off some rounds, I guess.
Okay, any spotters would need to see like people go down, and you need to play it off. You need to make it good. I mean, you don't have to actually kill people, but
yeah,
make it look good.
Yeah, we could try that. Yeah, give us an hour.
Make it look like you're taking sniper fire.
Okay,
that's probably the best way.
Okay.
All right. Once you do that, we'll send him to you.
Okay. So in an hour, simulate a firefight, and we all fake dying.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. So I call back Trevor.
We probably want to call him back and tell him the location and to head in there to double check that we killed everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trevor.
Yeah.
there's going to be some fireworks in about an hour.
Uh-huh.
Bring your your chair, take a seat, watch the display.
No.
And I give him the
No,
address.
no. This is not how that's going to work. You're going to kill those people, and you're going to take photos of them and send them to this phone number. And once you kill those people, and then we'll talk then. You can call make another taxidermy call. That was actually pretty cute. And I'll call you back on whatever number you call from. And yeah, you'll know. Once you kill those people, you'll know. And I'll know that you'll know, because there's no way you can fake that. But take photos of them and look them in the face. And you'll know. So, but I ain't showing up. I'm no. I'm not doing any of that.
All right, I just hang up.
All right.
Well, it was worth a try.
Yeah. Well, look, we've got another name, Starkweather Foundation. Maybe we can find what property they have. Maybe he'll be there.
Okay. Starkweather found what do you have that has internet access? Oh yeah, I guess that
The
burner.
phone.
What
We
are
also
you
still have
using
a
for it?
laptop.
What are you using to research it?
Does anybody have SIGINT?
No.
Probably not.
Bureaucracy would get you basic information on them.
So I've got 60 in bureaucracy.
55, 53, sorry, actually.
I thought it was a crit.
It's a nonprofit research organization devoted towards researching the Antarctic and preserving it. And it has headquarters in New York, no Florida office listings. And it has offices in Arkham and in New York and London. So, and a couple other places overseas, but nothing in Florida. So you don't really have the time or methods to sort of dig through their finances. That would take access to federal databases and days of work. You can't really find out if they have secret holdings here in 20 minutes on your phone.
Should we then tell Connolly to scrap the firefight and just take convincing photos that everyone's dead that's supposed to be there?
Yeah, but we're supposed to know something once we...
Well, he said look him in the face, so we just tell Connolly to the agents that would be there to meet us, specifically pictures of their faces.
Okay, so you're going to call Connolly back?
Or does anyone have a better idea? Or I don't know how to get at Trevor without actually...
There's one thing I kind of want to ask about Connolly. What the fuck happened at Trevor's house?
So yeah, we'll call Connolly.
See if he knows about that.
Connolly answers, yeah, we're working on the fireworks.
Yeah, well, things have taken a turn. We don't need fireworks anymore.
Okay.
Trevor didn't fall for it.
Mm-hmm.
We have another way to maybe meet up with him, but it's going to take more fucking sci-fi special effects than firefights.
Okay.
What's going on with Trevor's house? There was a fire there.
We couldn't. We had to contain it. It was dirty.
What do you know about Starkweather?
Starkweather is on a need-to-know basis.
And we don't need to know.
That's right.
I mute the phone.
Okay.
So what do you guys think?
I mean, well, we're in kind of a sticky wicket, I guess. We could do what Trevor asks, or we could just disappear and abandon everyone we know. I have like survival at 50%, so I could probably start living off the woods.
I'm not leaving my kid behind. I'll either go out in a blaze of glory, or I'll kill these fuckers but I'm not doing anything in between.
We also Trevor keeps talking about stuff that he's done to us, and so we don't know what the fuck that is. We don't know anything about. We don't really have a great idea about what his research is or anything like that. So, I mean, there's nothing. I have no idea what else we can do.
Well, do we want to fake that we kill?
Or we could just show up and get shot by our coworkers.
Yeah,
that's the other option.
Yeah, there's like 4 options.
I mean, we can go to the meeting, be ready to shoot if they turn on us.
Yeah, that could work. Yeah, I think that'd probably be just a little bit better. Yeah, that's what I'd go with. But I feel like also my character would probably be tempted to go live out in the woods and now just vanish. I'm a special forces operator. I only got 2 bonds. I can leave them.
What do you want to do?
Let's go to the meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to drive in peacefully, or are you going to like drive in somewhat close and then sneak in for maximum chance of an ambush?
I think we're gonna.
You're gonna just A-team your way in, and
you're gonna have me get out further, overwatch, say that meet out in the open or something like that. And
we could have Jennifer drive the van in, and we watch her as she drives the van in.
Okay. So the
if that's what people want.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, Jennifer's. All right, so you drive a couple miles away, I assume. And then you tell Jennifer to drive in by herself, right?
I tell her that, look, we're deep cover. We can't be seen meeting with other agents. So you're going to go in, and they're going to take you into protective custody.
All right. What's your persuade?
70.
Oops. I need to roll on the table. I'll roll that again, because that's not really. 97.
God dang it.
She's like, yeah, no, that's fine. And then she starts backing up and trying to, drive away.
Okay. I point the gun at. Oh no. Shit.
She's panicked. Yeah.
She's panicked. I point the gun at the driver's. At the windshield. I point one of my guns at the windshield at her, and I say, "Stop."
What's your persuade?
Do I get any kind of bonus for pointing a gun at her?
Yeah, I'll give you a plus 20 bonus.
Okay, that's a 60.
All right. 93. I'm rolling hot today.
Wow.
She is really set on getting away.
Okay, I open fire.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Shoot the time.
Bonus for point blank range. What's your firearms?
That's 100 then.
All right.
I have an 80% firearms.
Yep. You shoot her. And yeah, no, she goes down.
Okay.
Well, she's wounded. She stops driving because she's panicked and she falls unconscious, I'll say.
Okay. Well, she was. I look at everyone, and I say she was shot in the firefight. Someone of Trevor's that ambushed us.
I was thinking the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Look, I'll take the van in. You guys.
What are you doing with her? Are you going to kill her?
No, she'll just be in the back.
Passenger in the back.
All right.
Actually,
maybe do some basic first aid to act like we tried to do something. Someone's got a good first aid.
I mean, we can first aid her.
Who has first aid?
I've got it 30%.
All right.
I'm at 10, so.
Let's see here. So first check fails, and second check fails. So she bleeds out.
Fuck.
Yep. Let's see here. You're fine with that though. With the 25 sand check. 22 sand check. Guys are doing great on sand checks. And a 7. So yeah, all 3 of you are fine with this.
It's fine. She didn't know too much about Trevor's work. It was mostly the other guy that did.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm the scientist. I'm not the shooting person. Do you want me to drive in so they're not as paranoid at first or whatever, you know? Or yeah, I mean to have you guys as Overwatch with your shooting skills instead of being right there in the line of fire.
All right. I
Or,
guess that works.
Yeah.
Look, if you want, we can.
So it's a
Fill
rural area, but this is Central Florida, so there's some marshes or like little ponds and things, and tall grass that you can sort of belly crawl through. So you can belly crawl to get within shooting range, but that's going to take some time. So
I definitely can do that since that's certainly within my purview.
yeah,
But yeah,
all right.
it's gonna take me forever since it's been.
So you put Jennifer in the back
jogging
of the van.
close.
Poor dead Jennifer. And so who the scientist Diego is driving?
Yeah.
is that what you guys want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe just have one of the phones open. You take the original phone we had that they have the phone number for, and I'll take the burner phone.
Okay.
And then the other two characters are belly crawling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give them some time, I guess.
All right. So you give them some time. You two are belly crawling. Your stealth is 50.
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. All right. And what? Let's see here.
10.
10 for your stealth is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you get a bonus because it's dark out and shit. So let's see how that goes. It's not going great. In fact,
Yeah, like walking through marshes is not fun, and especially not in the proper clothing for it.
yeah, no, definitely. You feel something. Actually, you rolled a 99. Actually,
Oh,
so a decent sized gator
Oh fuck.
fucking bites at you and gets a 2. What's your dodge?
30.
All right. And you fail that dodge. So you get bitten by a gator. Only 1 point of damage, though. It just sort of nicks you. You kind of startled it. Yeah. So you take a point of damage and you yelp out. You kind of jump up and run within sight of the warehouse. And you see there's 2 figures who are standing there. And they both see you, and one of them, pulls out a long gun with a flashlight on it and yells at you, "Stand down! Stop with your hands up!"
Yeah, I'll put my hands up in the sign of a triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thumb and my
that's
forefinger.
you, yeah. They don't see you, Nick. Sorry, I'm not Nick. Ken.
Yeah, I don't do anything else. I want to stay hidden.
Yeah. Diego, are you gonna drive in at this point?
I'm gonna call Connolly on the phone, say I'm driving up in the van now, and then drive up with the van.
Okay, so Jace, you have the best view. You see Connolly is there. He's one of the 2 figures there. The other one has a stocking over their face, and is wearing Fed clothing. Kind of like a Fed raid jacket and pants. Has a holster and a rifle. And is looking. What's your human?
80.
Is extremely nervous and unnerved about you. The figure in the stocking is pointing the rifle basically at your head, is yelling at you to put your hands behind your head, to come out of the water very slowly, no sudden movements, that kind of thing. You had a gun with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of gun?
Just a handgun.
All right. So he sees the handgun, the figure does, and yells at you to slowly drop it into the water.
I thought we were just here to talk.
Fucking drop the voice sounds familiar too. A little different though. to someone you know. It's like, who the hell is that? I know that voice, but you can't quite place it yet. But the voice, kind of obviously shaken, is yelling at you to drop the gun.
So I have a phone on, and so does Diego. So he's hearing this, and I'll put the gun down slowly,
Mhm.
and I'll say, "We're just here to debrief. We wanted to make sure that no one had eyes."
Yeah. No, what the fuck was that gunshot? Who the fuck did you shoot?
What gunshot?
It's a rifle. You can hear it from a long ways off. So
But we didn't shoot
Hey,
anybody.
you shot Jennifer.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you kind of blew your cover there.
It was the gator.
Yeah.
What was the cover story? We got ambushed by Tremormen. They're on the way.
Mm-hmm.
we were just ambushed. That's why we're being so fucking paranoid. They shot Jennifer.
Yeah, like, I fucking trust you. Now march slowly.
I'll walk up to him.
Yeah. So anyways, while this is going on, Kenton, are you just staying in position?
Yeah, I'm staying on Overwatch.
Okay. Diego, you're driving in. You see Connell. Oh, you're not.
Oh no, I am.
I would say like loudly so the phone can hear me. No one else is coming in until I give the all clear.
Okay, if he says that, then yes.
Okay, so Diego, you're not coming in.
Not quite yet. No.
Okay. All right. Where's the third one? Where's Diego? And where's Diego and Kitten? Where are the other two?
I said they'll come in when I give the all clear. I wanted to make sure that this is a copacetic meeting.
Connolly is approaching you as well. He's like, at this point, by this time you get out of the water, you're sort of just in the yard in front of the warehouse. And he says, "Look, man, you need to tell them to come in. This is not good.
Well, certainly doesn't look good for you. You got guns pointed at me.
Yeah, well, we heard a shot, and look.
We took sniper fire.
I don't believe you. I don't think so. Why aren't they fired? We've been standing out here in the open for 20 minutes now. They could have easily taken a shot at us.
They weren't aiming at any of us. They were aiming at Jennifer. You had info they wanted.
Look, you need to tell them, look, tell the other two agents to come in and we can sort this all out. They need to come in. And then the man in the mask is like, "No, we need to fucking end this right now. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna have this thing fucking staring at me."
Okay. I say, all right, look, I'll bring him in.
You need to calm down. Like, no, fuck you, Connolly. You fucking set us up. You fucking. So the man in the mask is.
I opened fire on the man in the mask.
I want to go for the rifle. Well, okay, never mind.
All right. Well, this is combat time. But yeah, the
get a plus 20% and.
Kitten does get first round. You're at medium range, so you're not close range. You have had time to aim, though.
Yeah.
So you do get a plus 20.
Okay. I want to try to, and also with that, do a.
Are you doing a call shot?
Yeah, I would like to do a call shot. Headshot.
All right, so that will negate your aim bonus.
Okay, but I still have an 80%. So.
Yeah. Let's see here. And you rolled a 94.
Are you fucking shitting me?
I'm not.
God.
I'm lunging for the rifle.
So that goes off.
Fuck.
Now we're in combat. So
I'm gonna die.
Possibly. We'll find out. So the man in the mask, let's see here. Jace, what is your dex?
My dex is 10.
10, okay. Diego, you have dex 14, right?
Yeah, but
you hear a gunshot.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't have a gun or anything. When I left the lab, I grabbed ammo and a hard drive.
I'm yelling out, "Vans are weapons!"
But I'll just start flooring it and drive the car. Well,
all right, what's your drive?
I'll start driving it in, and when I get close enough, I'll just start flooring it.
Yeah. What's your drive?
20%.
Awesome. You get an 18.
Oh
So,
my God.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's not that far. And the van, well, I mean, the van doesn't have great pickup, so yeah, you're barreling in. You can, or you can aim for a target. Who are you going to be aiming at? Are you going to be aiming for Connolly, the Masked Man, or your? Well, I assume one of those two.
Masked Man.
The Masked Man, yeah.
All right, so you're aiming at the Masked Man. You make your drive check next round, you'll definitely hit him. So the Masked Man, so that was initiative 14, Dex 14. The Kenton, you had 11. Is that it?
Yes, that's
All
right.
right. Well, you can take another shot.
Yeah, I definitely will.
All right. I assume a normal shot this time, right?
Yeah, normal shot, same target.
All right. That hits with a 35.
Oh my god. Okay.
Headshots automatically kill in Delta Green, right?
It's not. I didn't aim for a headshot though.
Yeah, that would have been a negative 20 penalty.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, that still would have been a 60%. So
Yeah.
but I didn't ask for that. So
Yeah.
What was your call shot for?
His previous call shot was for
yeah,
headshot.
yeah, that was one. And I also had the ambush bonus. So
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Got it.
yeah.
Let's see here. Oh wait, no, you had 100% basically, right? Yeah, no, but you did the headshot. That
Yeah, but I did the headshot. And
yeah. All right. So I need to find out how much a bulletproof vest does because he was wearing a light one. The Masked Man.
I think that actually
if it's
damages
like
them more when they are hit.
The what?
The bulletproof vest, I think, actually does extra damage to them when they're hit.
I mean, it was a rifle round
I'm
too.
kidding.
So
Yeah.
like,
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's not like a heavy rifle, so I don't think he would.
yeah. All right.
Kevlar vest. Here we go. Concealable 3. So, you inflict 5 points of damage on him.
All right.
So let's see here. So he's still up, but he staggers back. Wounded by it because he could not see where you were, so you could not try and dodge. So
I yell, fuck, it's the sniper.
but let's see here. Jace, someone is shooting at you.
Mm-hmm. And I will be shot because I have horrible dodge.
Yeah, you are hit with a 68%, so you can try and dodge. If you get an 11 or a 22, you'll succeed.
I have a 30. Yeah.
Yeah, but you roll a 65, which is a failure. So, but you are only winged for 3 points of damage.
Okay.
It just cuts over your shoulder or something like that. So, so you're still up. Good job. We'll deal with sand checks later. Because yeah, you and the gunman, the Masked Man, have the same dex, so you can you're acting at the same time. So he is going to try and shoot you, but he's been shot, so I'll give him a negative 30 penalty.
I'd like to run for cover.
Okay, that'll be athletics. Let's see here. He makes his check. But if you make your dodge check,
I'd like to grab Connolly and use him as a human shield.
okay. So that's 60%. All right. And you make that. So, he will. Let's see here. I'll say Connolly takes the bullet. So, because you made a higher margin of success. So, yeah, you grab Connolly and he turns around because he was shot. He wasn't able to shoot quite instantly. And he shoots Connolly for 11 points of damage, and Connolly slumps over. So that's great. And then, he looks horrified. Well, you can't really tell because he's wearing a mask, stocking cap. And that's the end of the round. So this is interesting. So new round. Diego, you're still barreling at the Masked Man, right?
Yep. Let's try and hit him.
All right. 48. You're not. If you hit him, you'll also hit Connolly and Jace. Or you can ditch into the marsh, or you could hit the side of the building, or you could those are your three choices.
I'll God damn it.
Yeah, you can still hit the masked man. You're just gonna hit your comrade too, because like you failed your check, but it wasn't a crit failure, so I'm not choosing for you. Or you can ditch in the marsh.
I'm not gonna. God damn it! I'll just
Or you can ditch in the side of the building.
Yeah, I'll ditch into the side of the building.
Yeah.
All right. That's also known as slamming into the side of a building.
Yeah,
So
Car accident.
I
that is
figured
another
I'd
car
ditch
accident.
into the march next to the alligator. So
Well,
You can
also
hit me, man.
possibly,
yeah.
over Kenton. But you take 5 damage and you're stunned. Yes, car crashes hurt.
Yep.
Weirdly enough. But it does have an airbag. So you're just merely battered and not, dead.
Okay.
So
you said that was 5 damage.
5 damage, yeah. It's pretty bruising and concussive-ish. But you're fine. So next up is, let's see here, Kenton with Dex 11.
Still shooting Masked Man.
All
Try to kill
right.
that.
Let's see here. That hits. And at this point, he sees where you are. He's going to spin his round to dive to cover, but his dex is 30 and he rolls a 50, so that fails. So you hit him for 12 damage.
Oh yeah.
So even if he is wearing armor, it doesn't really matter because you shoot him in the throat essentially.
Okay.
He is quite dead, or at least he looks like that. So he falls over. At that same instant, let's see here. You get shot at. Someone is shooting you because you don't have a muzzle suppressor or flash hider, so they figured out your position. And they miss. But yeah, they're you're someone from it looks like the building. Well, there's not just a warehouse, but there's a smaller shed. And looks like someone has a door open there and has shot at you from there. So you can see each other, but you're both in sort of concealment.
All right.
So you're at negative 20 to shoot at each other.
Okay.
But anyways, finally we have Jace, who has a dead Connolly and a dead masked man and an unknown shooter. And what are you gonna do?
Can I see the unknown shooter from here?
What's your alertness?
Alertness is 50.
What is that? Is that a 30? Yes, that is a 30. 34. Yes, you do.
I'd like to run for the masked man's rifle, pick it up.
Okay. All right, you do that. That's basically your turn.
Yep.
So you now have that weapon. So new round. Diego, you're stunned as you've been in a car wreck. You look around and you see someone coming out of the warehouse. Another person in a stocking cap or nylon stocking, and holding a pistol and approaching you. So they are getting very close to you, but they do not shoot yet. No one else seems to notice them yet. Let's see here. So that was 14. 11 is Jace. Jace, you have the rifle. You can shoot at the unknown shooter, but negative 20 penalty because they're in cover.
Even Ken.
Or Ken. Yeah, sorry, Ken.
Well, what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to use stealth to reposition.
Okay.
Move to a spot where you can't see where I wasn't just there, so that's a 50% chance.
All right. Well, first he will get a shot off at you, but again, he has a negative 20 penalty.
Okay.
And he misses again. And then you can make your stealth check. Let's see here. And you fail your stealth check. So you're both just bumbling around. Good job.
Yeah, walking through marshes isn't fun.
Yep. And then finally we have Jace. What are you gonna do?
I will shoot at the guy.
Okay. Negative 20 penalty. What's your firearms?
Oh, if I'm gonna have that penalty. I'm gonna go to cover.
Okay, where are you going to get cover from? You're sort of in between the two buildings. You're just in an open yard. You can
The
duck
building,
the warehouse or the shed. The shed where the shooter is, or the larger warehouse.
the larger warehouse.
Okay. That will be a bit of a run to get to a corner, and
Okay.
still have you still want a corner with visibility on the shed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's athletics.
Are there any like trenches or like natural kind of
Nope.
hills? or anything like that? Okay.
Nope. It's Florida. Florida is fucking
Yeah.
flat.
Yeah.
At least Central Florida is. So there's a marsh. You
I'd
could
say run to the car.
well, the
Yeah.
van is sort of behind you already. You'd have to, yeah. You can run to the side, the far side of the warehouse, the far corner of the warehouse. So if you wanted to make that athletics check, you can.
Do they see the person who ran out of the building at me, or?
If you spend your round looking around, you can notice them, but you've been focused on the guy shooting from the shed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. No, I mean it'd be the same to either shoot or to run towards the building. So I'll just shoot
Okay. So what's your firearms with -20?
30 with the 20.
Right.
So 50 normally.
You get a 10 though. Cool. So, and he already shot, so he can't dodge you, but he does have armor because of the thing. So put bullet into him.
Great.
Or her. You don't know who that person is yet. Let's see here. So, all right, you inflict some damage on that person. All right, new round. Diego, the other person with a handgun, is raising the handgun up and is going to shoot you at point blank range. It looks like you're acting at the same initiative. What are you going to do?
I assume I'm still on the driver's side of the vehicle.
Yep. You can act now, though.
Okay. I guess I'm going to try and scramble out the passenger side door to try and get the truck in between us.
So basically dodging.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see if you can shoot. Looks like he does hit you. Actually, if you make your dodge check, you will dodge. Actually, you rolled a 1, which is a critical success. So that was very good. So you barely it hits the airbag, deflating it. You scramble out of the way. And all of you hear Diego yell, "Fuck!" Diego, you actually don't say "fuck." So
God damn it.
But all of you heard the handgun go off behind you, so you all know about the second shooter now. And you're Diego. Now you're on the other side of the van, passenger side, or you can be outside the van. You could have crawled out if you wanted to with a critical success.
Yeah, I'll be outside the van.
All right, so you're outside the van. So that's 14. 11, Kenton. What are you gonna do?
Well, the guy shooting at Diego, I can see him and probably shoot him without the -20.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'll shoot him.
All right. And he already acted, so he can't dodge. So you hit him with a 14.
Nice.
And you hit, let's see here. He's also wearing a concealable vest. So you wound him. He staggers back. And then let's see here. Who's next? Oh yeah, the unknown shooter. The unknown shooter in the shed is going to fire at Jace. And Jace is not in cover. Because he just opened fire, so he definitely hits. Jace, do you want to try and dodge?
Sorry, I was muted. No, I just want to stand still and be shot. No, yeah, I'll try to dodge. 30.
All right, that's your action though.
Yeah, it's the same as me shooting, so yeah, I'll dodge.
All right. And you got a 53, so you fail that.
Mm-hmm.
And you take 6 damage.
Okay.
What does that put you at?
Let's see. 2.
2.
So,
you fall down. You're unconscious. So let's see here. That was 10. And so Kenton already acted. And Jace fell unconscious. So it's 2v2. It looks like.
I don't have a gun.
Hey, that may not matter depending on what the fuck happens.
Yeah. So
I mean, we might learn something soon.
Yeah.
With Chase. So
new round, Diego, 14. What are you gonna do? Well, Jace just fell over and he's holding a rifle.
Yeah. I guess I'll just run for that.
Okay. All right, you grab it. You have a gun now. The other masked gunman with a handgun is going to shoot at Kenton and rolls a 2. So that would hit.
damn. All right.
Are you gonna take it or are you gonna
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. That's 6. Are you still up?
Okay. Yeah, I have 4 HP left.
All right. Let's see here. It's your turn, Kenton.
All right. I shoot at the guy who shot me.
All right. And you roll a 31, which totally hits him.
Right.
And let's see. I need to roll on the table. I need to roll on the table. That is another 9 minus 6. So, or 9 minus 3 is 6.
And I already hit him once.
Yeah. For how much damage? Well, he was hit last round for a total of 7 minus 3, so 4. So he has 10 left. 10 minus 6. All right, so he has 4 hit points left. The handgun guy does.
Okay.
So he's still up, but he's taking several shots. The other shooter in the shed is going to shoot at Diego and hit with a 76. And that's 4 damage.
I'm still up. I have 4 health left.
Awesome.
He doesn't have any minuses because we were rolling like minus 20.
Oh my god.
Well, Diego's in open. He's not in. He's hiding behind a shed door. You're not. You're in open ground.
Understood.
So.
Oh, I think I figured something out.
Let's see here. Diego has acted. Kenton, you have acted.
Yes.
All right, so everyone's acted. So new round. You're just reenacting a Tarantino movie. So, Diego, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna fire at the handgun guy.
Okay.
Because he's closer, and I probably don't realize the shed guys. Well, I probably realize it now, but
Yeah.
you
closer. Miss, and he misses. So Kenton, who are you gonna shoot at?
I'm still gonna shoot at the handgun guy who's out in the open. And he's an easy shot.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay.
And he can't dodge because he shot, and you put 12 points of damage into him. He is quite dead. Also shot in the face. So but the other guy is going to shoot, and he is going to shoot with a 22 at Diego, actually, because Diego's an easier target.
It's been nice knowing you guys.
Yep. That is 23 points of damage. Yeah, 2d12, and I rolled an 11 and a 12. So Diego's head explodes. So it's just down to Kenton versus the shed shooter. So you're shooting at each other at the same time. At this point, this shed door has been shot up enough that it's no longer providing a penalty.
Okay.
So,
well, I try to shoot at him.
Yep. You hit, and he is going to hit too. And he rolls an 82, so he misses. So you inflict. Let's see here. You wound him for another. After armor, 1 point of damage. Unfortunately, you rolled a 3. So, let's see here. You hit. Let's see here. And he hits. That you both hit each other, so you might kill each other.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Let's see here. Can you take 6 more damage?
No, I'm dead.
And neither can he. He takes 7 more damage.
Well, Jace is unconscious, so at least he lives to tell the tale.
Maybe not.
No one's there to heal him. He bleeds out.
Yeah, true.
Actually, I'll give Jace odd or even.
Even.
All right. Even, yeah, you 52. You actually come to sometime later. You look, you hear police sirens in the distance. Because there was a fuckload of fire in rural Florida, but you know it's not that rural that you can have a fucking gunfight like that. And
I dragged the guy with the nylon mask
mhm,
into the van,
mhm.
and then I start shooting at the van until it explodes from all the propane tanks inside of it.
Okay.
First, I strip him of his ID because I know what's going on.
As you're looking at him, the nylon mask blows off in the wind. Yeah.
Okay,
And
I'll take my sand.
It's your face. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So what's that for sand points?
It's only one. You made your sand check. Well, what's your sanity right now?
57.
Yeah, you only lose one because
yeah. So I do that. I strip his ID, his badge.
Actually, it's going to be more than just a one. Yeah, I'll roll a d6. And that's a 6. So fight, flight, or freeze.
Fight. I'm sticking him in the van and blowing that shit up.
All right, that's fair. So yeah, you were all clones of the original agents.
I'm taking my original agent's place. Damn it.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, you wait for the police to show up and you try and get your story straight. As you try and figure out a way that will convince them not to put you in a lab somewhere. Whether or not they do that remains to be seen. But yes, that was the twist. The Trevor had figured out, had gotten access to elder thing technology from the city beyond the mountains of madness that was procured by the Starkweather Foundation, and was using it to create human clones that would have perfect memories of the original. He got DNA samples from the original agents at the meeting, from the complimentary coffee and bagels, and then used that to grow clones of them to interrogate them. And then when he did that with one agent and realized what was going on, and then grew entire clones. I was hoping you guys would grab the guns and try and shoot the cops and get killed, and thus burning the original agents. But you didn't. And then he realized, well, wait, what if I convince them to kill their originals and then they could be my double agents in there? But, Trevor's had a good idea, but maybe implementation was not the greatest aspect for that.
So does Jace try to get back to DG, or does he contact Trevor at all?
We'll let that. Well, that's up to Jace whether or not to see which side he's going to play, because that's up in the air.
Yeah. If Jace does not end up in a lab, he's killing Trevor. The last lucid engine.
Yeah. So yeah, if you had gone peacefully in there, Delta Green would not have automatically killed you. They would have put you in a lab to try and figure out what the fuck was going on. So yeah. Questions, comments, suggestions?
I've played in a bunch of scenarios that always end up with you wake up in an abandoned lab, and they're always so much fun.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I got the idea actually from watching the Cloverfield Paradox.
Oh yeah.
Because they have the character in there. It's like, wait, I'm in a parallel Earth where my family wasn't killed. I want to go down there and take her place. And I'm like, oh well, that's an interesting idea.
Nice.
So that was the idea, and then yeah, just let the parrot. I'm glad you guys figured it out pretty early. It seems like
as soon as you said nylon over the guy's head and an assault rifle, I picked it up.
Yeah.
Well, I heard when he got a success off of the 76.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a lot like my score.
Yeah. Exactly. I wanted to make it. I don't want to just you're a clone, but
yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. And when you sent my guy after me, I was like, oh, thank God he has a 20 and shoot. I'm fine. And then you kept rolling 1s and 2s.
That was pretty fun. Yeah, Diego, the original Diego was just hiding in the warehouse. Like, please let them die. Please, I don't want to deal with this shit.
I'm just a scientist.
Yeah, I'm just a scientist. I didn't sign up for this shit, man. So, if you had gone to the house first, instead of trying to get Jennifer,
we're gonna meet a bunch of us.
No, well,
So
also,
that's funny.
well, one of your heads that Trevor could figure out how to just clone a head and interrogate the person through that, kind of a reanimator sort of thing.
Okay.
But he also had lots of other failed experiments. That wasn't even the original Trevor. Like Trevor's been
Nice.
cloning himself and killed his original version. He's kind of lost track of which version he is. So he's pretty fucking nuts. And that's sort of what Francis found was, Trevor clones. But basically the original team went in there and saw that shit was fucked up and like, oh God, and they got out. But then, after they realized there was Connolly figured out that there were two teams of agents running around. And he's like, go back to that house and burn it. Like, so it wasn't instantly, but yeah, because you chose to pursue Jennifer and those leads, the house sort of, it's like, well, they wouldn't let that stand.
Sure.
So yeah. But yeah, that was kind of the idea with that. So I'm probably going to run this for the RPPR group at some point.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear that one.
But yeah, I'm glad you guys had fun. I wasn't sure how this was going to work out. But yeah,
It was really
probably
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
All right, cool. Well, Bridget has a game pretty soon, and then Kyle's going to be doing a game later this month, and of course Aaron has a game. So keep checking the announcements thread if you want to sign up for more. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Yeah.
See you around.
See ya.